First week of classes for so many schools across North Texas, and surprisingly, a lot of districts still have teacher openings that they're still trying to fill. We reached out to a few of them today. Fort Worth ISD telling us that they have 230 teacher openings right now. Arlington ISD, they've got just under 200. Richardson ISD still looking for about 100 teachers. And about 5 months ago, Governor Greg Abbott called for a task force to look into the teacher shortage. But that group has yet to make any recommendations. And we wondered what's going on with that. Why? Andrea Lucia spoke to the appointed members for you to get an answer.
Texas classrooms last year lost almost 43,000 teachers, setting a new record for retirements and resignations. Governor Abbott, in response, directed the Texas Education Agency to immediately create a task force.
In conversations with the governor, he recognizes exactly how significant this challenge is and has tasked us to form the Teacher Vacancy Task Force.
After initial backlash for including just 2 teachers, the TEA expanded the group to 52 members from across the state.
This is a unique opportunity. It's an opportunity to maybe reshape the teaching landscape in Texas.
Josue Tamares Torres, a Dallas ISD math teacher, serves as the group's chair.
I mean, you're the chair and you've only been to one full meeting, right?
Yes, so far one meeting.
The task force, we learned, has met as a whole just twice. And its first meeting came before nearly half the members, including Tamares, joined.
I mean, do you feel like it's moving with urgency?
Well, I think we are.
He points out it is the TEA who sets the schedule.
So we don't set those meetings, but when we are in there, I think that we are doing everything that we can, everything in our power to make sure that we're acting with urgency.
The task force is scheduled to meet again next week to begin zeroing in on solutions to the biggest issues it's identified. Texas lawmakers have noted they'll be halfway through their regular session by the time the group's report is due out in March.
But the recommendations might come up earlier than that.
I think we're at a critical time for our teachers.
Highland Park teacher Jean Streepy is a task force member leading one of its 4 working groups that have met more frequently to focus on educator preparation, strategic staffing, compensation, and the teacher experience.
These have been some long-term problems.
Solving them in a meaningful way, she says, is more complicated than people realize. Some needs, though, are already clear.
With teachers, we need to give them a living wage.
In rural Texas or in smaller school districts, that teachers, they finish teaching and they put up the uniform to go to another job, right?
When I asked if they feel optimistic this task force can make a difference, both members told me it has to.
But when a teacher decides to quit, it matters to me. It matters to all our society.
Andrea Lucia, CBS 11 News.